1 year old, and he was in the Jackrabbits program when he was young, so he had a fundamental base for skiing, and then stopped for a while and picked it back up a little bit in high school, mostly skate skiing, but has classics a few times, but since recently hasn't done a ton. However, he can downhill ski, so he has some good skills in terms of balance and coordination, and I feel confident that he's going to be able to do this today. In terms of risks, it's pretty cold today, so we bundled up, and I feel Max is appropriately dressed to be able to do this. And yeah, so first we're going to get into a warm-up. We're going to just start doing some dynamic squats on the skis, just to kind of get our balance and get our body warm and moving. Next, we're going to take off our poles actually. And just in case the hands get cold, this is a good drill to get the hands moving, get the blood flowing. You can even go kind of in a diagonal to get the blood flowing to the muscles that we're going to use doing classic. And sort of just stretch, open up the shoulders, open up the arms, maybe a little neck stretch. And yeah, and then after this sort of dynamic warm-up, I would follow it up with maybe 10-15 minutes of easy skiing. We won't show that on camera, but that would just help get the blood moving and making sure we won't injure ourselves when we get to learning the skill. Okay, that's probably good for clip 1.
Good.
Okay, so my novice now is going to watch as I demonstrate double pull. Double pull is a very versatile technique in classic skiing, but it's mostly used on flat, fast terrain when you're moving at the highest speeds. But today we're going to learn how to tailor a double pull to the terrain. But for a basic double pull, you're going to start in an athletic stance. You're going to have your ankles bent a little bit, so try bending your ankles a little bit. Bent knees, and your hips are forward. Just a little bit, and then plant just a little bit ahead of your binding. Yeah, there you go. And create a bit more of an angle. There you go. So he's got a 90-degree angle between his arms, so he'll be powerful. And I'll just do a quick demo, and then you can try to replicate. So you'll bend down at the waist and come back up. Try it out. Good. So one thing I am noticing, he's doing very good to be bending his knees and bending his ankles. That's a positive that I like. One thing I think we could work a little bit more on is timing. So making sure that when he comes up, he's all together. When he comes down, he's all together. So the cue would be up, together, down, together. And what that means is, when your hips come forward, your hands will come forward. And you might come off a little bit off your toes, and you'll go up together, down together. And when you're down, your knees will be bent, your arms will be back. And then what I don't want to happen is your chest comes up, but your arms stay back, and then they come up. So what we want to try to do is have it all come up together. So do a quick demo of that. But up together, down together, up together, down together, up together, down together. All right, give it a shot. Good. Nice. All right, that looks good. One thing I think we could work a little bit more on is timing. So making sure that when he comes up, he's all together. When he comes down, he's all together. So the cue would be up, together, down, together. And what that means is, when your hips come forward, your hands will come forward. And you might come off a little bit off your toes, and you'll go up together, down together. And when you're down, your knees will be bent, your arms will be back. And then what I don't want to happen is your chest comes up, but your arms stay back, and then they come up. So what we want to try to do is have it all come up together. So do a quick demo of that. But up together, down together, up together, down together, up together, down together. All right, give it a shot. to work on, but it is a really good start. So one thing I want to talk about that we'll be able to try in different terrain maybe, but is tailoring your double pole to the terrain. So if you're doing like a fast lop it on an icy lake, your terrain is going to look different than if you're trying to double pull up a hill, which you maybe wouldn't do, but say you're on skate skis and you're in a classic race, but you went on skate skis. Anyway, so in your lop it style technique, you're going to be reaching forward a little bit more. Your arms might not be so bent, and you might be coming off your heels a little bit more. And you're going to just kind of be a bit more spread out. So from the side, might be like this. This is where we plant. Now, so pretty far out from the body. Body's still forward, but further out. That would look like this. All right, give it a go. Nice, good. Yes. Try to lean forward at the hip. Okay. But that's something that will come with more work on balance and more time on skis. Now, let's say we're double pulling on some sort of false flat terrain. Everything is going to get a little shorter and a little snappier. So our arms, instead of being so far out from our body, might get really close, even almost bent. And the whole movement is going to be quicker. So we're not going to spend time down here. We're only really going to be doing the upper part of the motion. So up here and back.